Okay. First of all, thank you, Andy. Thank you so much. I know it's a long weekend. We are celebrating a Sankranti festival, and I'm really thankful to you giving us like your valuable time. And especially a lot of people also traveling. I've seen that very less people joined today, and it's long weekend, right? So Monday is our long weekend. But uh, but I really appreciate your time giving us a valuable. And also, that the topic is a very interesting. So it's everyone is asking that, what is that? What is that? I don't know about. I asked him. He said, "Okay, I will explain you everything. Don't worry." So, so please join. So that's the reason everyone is like, whoever is asking me, I was telling that. Yes. Thank you, Andy. Sikandagaru, please.
Thank you. Yeah. So friends, first of all, the deepest gratitude and the namaskarams to our Grandmaster Brahmashri Pitama Patriji, without whom we are all not here, and we cannot live such an happy life. So thank you very much, sir, for such great wisdom you have provided and path to a joyful living. So friends, I'm Shrikant Garla from Atlanta, Georgia. So we welcome you all to this platform, and a happy Sankranti to all of you. And I'd like to thank the global team, Biksham sir, Madhavi madam, Pari madam, to provide this wonderful platform and this opportunity to speak about this topic called B.E.A.T, right? So this was designed by our Grandmaster Brahmashri Pitama Patriji. He has designed so many concepts with an easy understanding, so that we can lead our life joyfully, right? So one of such concept is this. I'll explain shortly. Before that, let me give a small brief introduction about me before getting into the subject, my dear friends. Yeah, so I'm as a profession, IT architect, SAP consultant, if you can understand. So I've been into this profession about now 30 years, working for a multinational companies. It's a chemical manufacturing company, which is global appearance. And I've been with this company for past about 15 years, and I have been servicing them. So that's my profession. But our main passion is knowing about ourselves, right? So there is a thirst to know about oneself, which is created based on some requirements, right? It could be physical needs, it could be mental needs. So for some reason, you will have that kind of a thirst to know about yourself, and that thirst got me into knowing through this spirituality path. So I came into meditation probably about 18 to 20 years now, and through our parents, and then got to know about Patriji, and about how simple living and joyful living. So from then on, we've been learning ourselves, and trying to we cannot say teach, share, right? Trying to share our thoughts, what we have learned, and learn from others, right? So that has been happening from past about 12 to 15 years now. And sir has given me a greatest opportunity to host here in the US and arrange programs when he used to travel. So he did travel about 10 years, and I'm very fortunate that I've been with him throughout his planning and traveling across the US. So So thank you again, sir, for giving such a wonderful opportunity for me. So that's about small introduction, my dear friends. And through this, when you spend time with Patri sir, right, physically or astrally, now there is a lot of sharing which happens. So it is sharing, not just through speaking, right? Sharing through living, sharing by doing action, right? The things what he does, what he talks, what he sees. From everything there is a wisdom, there is a learning. So that is the beauty, right? So we spend time with him on 100%, so that we can see each and every moment and each and every word and each and every thought he makes, right? So so it is magical, and we cannot express in words. So such beauty when you spend time with him. So such uh, grateful we are to live in the lifetime along with him. So I'm very, very, very happy with that. Now let's get on to the topic, my dear friends. I would like to share my screen. Let me know once you see it.
Yeah, we can see Srikant.
Yeah, you see this, right?
Yes.
This. Okay. Okay. So we are talking today, my dear friends, about a concept called B.E.A.T, which was designed very in initial stages of Patri when he came into spreading, right, of the spiritual science. So let me explain what the abbreviation of this is, right? B.E.A.T. So it is body energy amplifying technology, right? So this is created probably around 30 years ago, and he used these kinds of words, right? Body energy amplifying technology. So beautiful concept. So what do we understand about our body, right? So the difference between a dead body and a living body, what is the difference? Is one has no energy, 0% energy, and the other one has energy, right? So we need to understand here the importance of what the energy is. So one, if it does not have energy, 0% energy, it is called as a dead body, right? But if you have some percentage, any percentage of energy, then it's a living body, right? So we need to understand the importance of energy here. Let's understand a little bit of energy, and then we'll go about how we can amplify it, right? So if energy is so that important, right, what does it take to source it, right? Now, for example, if you take an iPhone or a phone, right, a smartphone, if it does not have battery, it cannot work, right? It needs and juice and energy to it so that it can work, right? The smarter it becomes, it needs more energy. Earlier, when we used our flip phones, the button phones, right, we used to charge for a once in a week, probably, I could remember, right? But as these phones became smarter and smarter, the energy requirement has become more and more, right? So energy is so important just for a smartphones. Similarly, if you take this technology, this body technology, it is so sophisticated in its nature, and we know that this body is becoming so smart and smart over time, right? We know how we used to live in our teenage, and now we can see our kids on how they are living in this teenage, right? They've become more smarter. So when we are becoming more smarter, which means we are consuming more energy, right? So when we are consuming more energy, then we should be able to source that kind of an energy, right? For a phone, earlier, overnight we used to charge. Now, for every 4 hours, we are looking for a charger to see where can I get a quick charge, right? Similarly, we need to, our energy consumption has become more and more. Now we need to know how quick we can able to source the energy, right? So let's understand what are the various sources first, right? That's where we are talking about energy here, right? So the key factor what we are talking about is energy, that we understood. Let's understand what are the sources of it, right? One, okay, little bit from food, little bit from this health drinks, whatever, right? But what is the major source? These today's food, we know it is not that powerful or energetic because we do so much of processing with it, right? But what is the main source of food? I mean, main source of energy is the energy which comes in our sleep, my dear friends. So the night when you sleep, when you have a good sleep, the next day you become more energetic and more active. We know that, right? And if you have a bad sleep, you know the day is a little bit drowsy. We are not able to continue our day-to-day activities, right? So with this, we can understand that our main source of energy comes through our sleep. And in today's world, my dear friends, with all these multitasking activities, our main issue today is we are not able to get enough sleep, right? That is the main problem. So our source of energy has become less and our consumption has become more. So it is purely demand and supply. It is not matching, and that is where we are getting into the stress, right? So even though if we are able to source it, for example, on a phone, you have fully charged. Now, say suppose all your applications are open and there's something in the background which is always running. What happens? It is the leakage, right? The unnecessary usage of energy, which is not required for you. You are able to see only a screen which you're working on, but there are a lot of screens which are already open and they're consuming the energy and taking away your battery. Similarly, when you have all these unnecessary thoughts on you, you are consuming that kind of an energy without you needing it to use for your day-to-day purposes, right? And as how you hit the home button twice and you close off all your unwanted screens, you need a mechanism to close off your thoughts, right? How do you close it? There is no the home double click button on this body structure, right? If that was there, it would have been easy, like you click double time here and all the screens would disappear, right? There is no such kind of a technology here. The only technology what we have is this meditation, my dear friends. You'll be able to shut off all those unwanted screens in meditation, right? That is where this this meditation comes into play. Now, so what we are talking about here is we know the importance of energy and we know the sources. Now, this whole topic we are talking about is how we can amplify it better so that it won't work for us. Now, what we are doing is we are giving up a lot of energy to unwanted things. That is what we learn here in today's topic is what are the best methods to not only source, but also to amplify it, right? That's what we are going to learn in today's session, my dear friends. So that is why it is called body energy amplification technology, right? There are few methods what we will go through. So enhance and maintain it at peak level. Is it possible? Yes, that is what we are going to learn. Are we losing energy? Yes, because of improper, and we know what are all the unnecessary methods what we are losing energy, right? Unwanted thinking, unwanted talking, unwanted doing. The things which we do not want, we keep on thinking about it. That is the main leakage of the energy, my dear friends, right? Can it be improved? Yes. And what are the ways? We'll see one by one. There are about 10 ways where you can sourcing, but also amplifying it, right? So that's what we'll talk about. The first and foremost is food. What are we talking about food, my dear friends? Definitely, we all know that animal food is not a food at all, right? Each living being has their right to have their own living and own dying, right? We cannot control or we cannot decide on anybody's life. So each one has their own opportunity and own life cycle. So that is not even a food. The other things what we need to know is eat only when needed, right? So most of us, what we do, we eat based on time. Okay, 1 o'clock, lunchtime, let's go eat. 7 o'clock, dinner time, let's go eat, right? That's how we are eating. It should be based on need, which means there should be an hunger to consume food. So that is what we need to practice, right? We need to practice to eat when we are hungry. No cooked food in refrigerators, my dear friends. This is very common here in the US. Most of us do it by no choice sometimes, but we'll have to reduce as much as possible. Eat fresh and prepare it little quantities of what you need, and tasty food, right? This is what Patri sir has taught us from day one. Before even talking about meditation, he taught us how to eat food, how to cook food, right? Because these are all very common things which we can practice and gain, my dear friends. Meditation comes later. If you do not have common sense, there is no better way of living. So the first thing he teaches us is common sense, right? You cannot teach common sense, but we'll have to see him and learn that common sense. So he prepares it so passionately, and that is what we have learned from him, that how passionately you need to cook. Cut, from cutting to cooking to eating, how passionately we should do that, right? We can split into small doses. Instead of eating everything at once, split into small doses, right? And the other main thing is fasting whenever possible, my dear friends, which is very tough thing to do, but this simple logic is, for example, I'll tell you, if you hold on with something, how you can regain energy, right? Now, for example, you are lifting a full bucket of water from one place to the other, and in midway you feel it heavy, so you leave that bucket for about 3-4 seconds, right? And then you carry it again. You are able to carry. How? In that 3-4 seconds, the hand has regained its energy, right? That's how this fasting works. So when you leave the digestive system a little bit, and then it functions much more efficiently, right? So that's how this fasting works. That's how maunam works, right? The no talking. That's how your no thought work. So everything where you give some hold or time to it, it regains its energy, right? So that's how the fasting works, my dear friends. Next one is water. So this food and water are two main common things which we can immediately put into practice, my dear friends, right? So drink water as much as possible. This has been told everywhere in every health topic. They talk about water intake. Take as much as possible. Here we are also talking about to drink it consciously, right? Even food, when you're eating, conscious eating, right? Conscious drinking, right? Even when you are taking a shower, conscious shower, right? Though it is a regular practice activity what we do, but when you're consciously doing it, it washes from inside out, my dear friends. That is the beauty. So try doing this, and all these will help you amplify your energy, my dear friends. So these are simple things but very profound. Okay, the next one what we are talking about is speech, right? As we are saying, the energy consumption goes out maximum through the thought. The next one is eyes, and the third one is the speech, my dear friends. So the speech is so important that as fasting, when you're not eating, you are regaining energy. When you're not talking, you are regaining your energy, my dear friends. So no unnecessary talking, no gossips, right? If you take out gossips, your half of the time is available for you to do greater things, right? When you hold and speak when necessary, it will have more clarity to it. So try doing this. These are all very simple things which we can practice and try it out, right? So the language becomes simple, the clarity becomes very clear, and you'll talk about only the great scientific work. Like you'll drop off all unnecessary talking if you cut the gossip, my dear friends. Yeah. So that's how you can regain or amplify through speech. Seeing, as I said, our maximum energy gets lost through seeing, right? So seeing, our eyes are so powerful, my dear friends. Say, for example, if you capture a photo through an very excellent megapixels camera, right? It cannot capture the way you are seeing it naturally, right? That's how our eyes are powerful, right? So with that powerful eye, say suppose you have a professional camera, right? Would you just use it wherever going on the road like that? No, right? You'll use it so profoundly of to get the quality of it, to how best you could get utilization of it, like that, right? Similarly, our eyes are so powerful, my dear friends. Just we do not want to see everything which is not required, right? That's why meditation comes into play. When you do not want to do anything, just close your eyes and you can regain your energy, right? Not even breath, right? Just by closing your eyes. So that's why when we say for kids, right, when they're sitting, no thoughts, no business, no nothing, just closing their eyes is enough. They can regain the energy. And also the other amplifying technology here is when you're talking to somebody, when you see through their eye, you amplify energy. That is why you exchange your energy, my dear friends. That's what, if you have noticed, if anybody has experience with Patriji, he always sees into your eyes, deep into your eyes, right? So that's how he frames the connection, right? So that is how we need to practice when you're talking to people, seeing through the eyes gets that connectivity, and that's how you can amplify your energy. What is the next one? Sleep, right? Sleep. This is we talked about sleep, that it is one of the main source of energy, right? So having a very good sleep is not a it is much more than requirement, my dear friends, right? So you can take multiple doses, right? But have a restful sleep. Restful in sense, not just body, even the mind. You should be able to shut it. And the one thing what they're talking about is try to meditate before going into sleep, which means you are sitting and getting into sleep. So this is a beautiful practice, and we practice it on a regular basis. So every time we wanted to sleep, just sit for a few minutes, 10-15 minutes, it will take you into a beautiful sleep. So this is a good thing to practice if you are having some difficulty in sleeping. Breathing. So we all know the energy comes through the breathe, right? And when we do this consciously, that's what we do in meditation, right? Observe your inflow and outflow of breath. That's what is called Anapanasati, right? The inflow and outflow of breath. So when we are observing that breath, which means we are consciously breathing. What happens in the sleep? You're unconsciously breathing, right? So that's why it is called, sleeping is called unconscious meditation, whereas meditation is called conscious sleeping. Same activity you're doing, but you are doing it consciously. And this, there is a calculation for this, right? 6 hours of unconscious sleep is meditation. So that's why if you have a good sleep, it is equivalent to meditation, but you'll have to have that 6 hours of sleep. Whereas in meditation, if you sit for 30 minutes or 1 hour, it is equivalent to that 6 hours. So that's why meditation is so powerful than sleep. What's the next thing? Next thing we are talking about is emotions. So when we talk about meditative people, they say that no, you cannot feel angry, you cannot feel sad. No, all this will happen, right? You'll have to express. You'll have to not hold any emotions. The only thing what we do in meditation is we'll not carry the emotion, right? We'll express the emotion, but we'll not carry. So that is what we'll learn through meditation, my dear friends. And express it freely, right? Your any negative, any positive, if you are expressive, that's where your energy gets amplified, right? But again, if you are carrying the emotion, then there is a deficit. So that's why we need to know when to, how to amplify and what are the reasons where it is decreasing. So the emotions, expressing is okay, carrying is not okay. The next one we are talking about is a physical touch, my dear friends. So the shaking of hands, that's where comes into play. When you touch, there is an energy exchange, right? And when you consciously do, and that's where hugging, right? When you hug, when you hug Patri sir, so much of energy gets exchanged, right? So because he does that so consciously, right? So, and friendly, when you do this through a friendship based, then there is so much of energy exchange happening, my dear friends. So the touch, the seeing, right? All these are energy contact elements, where that's where the exchange happens and the connectivity gets established. And that's one of the reason why energy gets enhanced, right? But if you are doing half-heartedly or unfriendly, that's where the energy drop happens, right? So should be very conscious and very friendly in nature. That's where it expands, it amplifies. Now, doing our normal work. So when we are doing our work, when we are consciously working, you will not feel the tiredness. Try this out, my dear friends. We are saying, oh, we are doing multitasking, so we are losing our energy. No, you will be able to do multitasking if you are doing it consciously. And then when you're doing it consciously, you will not feel tiredness. You try this out, because it's so important that in today's world we become so stressed because there are so many things which we are doing, but we do it so mechanically. That's why we stressed out. If we do the same work consciously, when you do consciously, you will love what you're doing automatically. And when you do what you love, you will not feel tired or stressed, right? So for some people, say for example, driving, they'll be able to drive long distance very easily because they love driving, right? Similarly, the work what you do, if you are able to love that, then you will not feel stressed. And though you are spending so much of efforts into it, you are amplifying your energy. That's why you're not feeling stressful. So that is the logic, my dear friends, right? So we need to love what you do, and then there is an amplification which happens. Okay. Think we are coming to an end. So the last one is about thinking. So we said, right, the maximum energy loss happens through your thinking, because mind consumes a lot of energy. So what does mind do? It can behave in its own way if you are not controlling it, as how you control your hand, as how you control your leg. There is no that physical item for you to control, right? But you can control it through your breath. That is what this technique is taught, this meditation is taught us, that you are able to manipulate the mind with control of your breath, right? So that's why when you meditate, you are able to, if you want to not think, it can happen like that, right? When you switch off, I want to switch off, like how you switch off your light, I want to switch off my mind, I can do it through meditation. When I sit, I said, no, I no thoughts for me now, switch it off. It is off, because meditation is so powerful that it can occupy the mind just with the breath, right? If you are not doing anything, you'll have to indulge in some kind of an physical activity like gardening, like playing sports or whatever, so that our mind is occupied to do a greater activity, right? So these are the ways you can amplify. If you just allow the mind to go travel on its own, it eats away so much of energy, and though you are not doing anything, you feel stressful, right? So we need to be very careful on how we are using the mind. It is so powerful tool, powerful element in our body, but we need to use it wisely, right? So that we can amplify the technology. See, the mind, so powerful tool, it should work for us, not against us, right? And that can happen only through meditation, my dear friends. So that's all I wanted to talk. We need to know the importance of energy and how you can amplify it and not waste it, though it is so difficult to source, right? Meditation is sometimes not easy. So sleep is also not easy these days, right? So sourcing is getting difficult. That's why we need to know how you can amplify it with the given amount of energy. So that is the concept, my dear friends. So let me know if you have any questions.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now we know what is the B.E.A.T concept is. It's exciting about, okay, what is the B.E.A.T concept?
Yeah.
Now we know that this is about a B.E.A.T concept. It's excellent. So this is given by Patriji.
Yes. So if you
Oh.
go to pssmovement.org, so
Mhm.
find a detailed explanation. I made it as a presentation, but you'll there have an the same explanation in a wisdom format.
Okay. So Srikanth Garu, so here you mentioned that 6 hours of unconscious sleeping equal to 1
Yeah.
hour of a conscious sleeping.
Mhm.
Means like when you are doing the meditation, let's say this is where a lot of our masters ask the friends asking the question.
Mhm.
Just we do the meditation 1 hour, 2 hours before before we go to bed.
Mhm.
But I don't know exactly like whether I'm in a consciousness or unconsciousness. I'm sitting and I'm doing the meditation for so many hours. So am I really doing the meditation or just I'm in sleep?
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
So
It doesn't
yeah,
matter actually. So what happens in meditation is, if body needs some rest, for example, right? Body is tired, and if it needs
correct.
rest, it will go into sleep mode,
Hmm.
right? You'll snore, right? That's fine. But after a while, when body gets enough energy, then it will send you to meditation automatically.
Hmm.
So that is the beauty of the body, that when it needs energy, it will source it first and then allows you to do other activities,
Okay.
right? So
Mhm.
so it is okay to get into sleep, but you should not stop saying, okay, I'm always sleeping in meditation, so I'll stop meditation. No, you should not do that, right? So even though you are sleeping, say suppose you are sitting for a 2-hour period and first 20 minutes it is sleeping, it's okay, because it needs the 20 to 30 minutes for body to get that energy first. Once it gets the enough energy, then it will allow you to do other activities. So later, about after 20-30 minutes, then you'll consciously think, oh wow, what a feeling I'm getting right now, because the body has enough rest. Now you are into meditation. Now you are getting into the thoughtless stage. Now you are into going into that element called no thought state, right? So that is where the beauty happens. That is where the magic happens. So you'll get into that state and you'll consciously feel that.
Mhm. Okay. So that means even though exactly, I don't know, let's say I do the meditation. I did the meditation for 4 hours.
Mhm.
I thought of doing just 1 hour,
Yeah.
but after that, I was just sitting, and by the time I woke up, it was 4 o'clock.
Mhm.
Okay, so almost like a 4 to 6 hours I did the meditation, but only first 1 or 2 hours I was conscious.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
wasn't conscious. Then after that, I don't remember anything.
Oh, that's okay.
So, but I
So
didn't,
yeah.
I didn't wake up. I didn't move anyway. Just I sat, and then I used the pyramid on top of my head, like in a pyramid cap,
Yeah.
and do the meditation. By the time I wake up, it was 4 o'clock.
Mhm.
So that means I didn't see any sleepiness or tiredness, anything. It
Right.
was fresh, but
Right.
I don't remember anything.
Yeah.
Just only a couple of hours I wasn't conscious.
Yeah.
That means, so it's fine.
Fine,
do
fine.
that.
Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. So when you go into that empty state, then there is no question of time, no question of any bodily elements anymore, right? You are into that thoughtless stage, which means you are going into that astral world. So there is no time and space. So that's why you
Mhm.
don't know for how much time you have been into that space, right?
Okay.
So that's why when you go in deep into meditation, you'll say, "Oh, I do not know. I sat for 1 hour," because you have gone into a thoughtless stage. So where there is no time and space, you do not even know how you traveled that period.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
and also one of the things you mentioned in that to recharge your body or
mhm,
regain your energies, I think as you need some of the things you need to um, control it means like unnecessary talking, unnecessary gossips, right?
right.
So yes, I know that like when you're talking to people, you're calling without any specific reason,
Mhm,
and you don't know exactly like what you need to talk, so
right.
you talk all unnecessary gossips,
Right.
right?
Right.
So
Right.
that's true, exactly. I do see that. And also one more thing is if we have a 10-15 minutes of time, yes, if you don't have anything to do, sit, close
Close.
your eyes,
Close your
and
eyes.
just you will regain your energy.
Exactly.
That's true.
Mhm.
Yes. Even 5 minutes, few minutes also it's good.
Yep.
That's what Patriji says. 80% of the energy we use it when you're seeing things, when you open the eyes and looking at, just like when you're capturing the video in your cell phone,
Mhm.
it uses so much energy, it drives that battery.
Right.
That's right. Yes. Thank you.
So Patrizar has
Yeah,
so much of research, and he made it so easy for us to understand, right? These are small things which we will be able to correct and live a happy living. It's not that too complicated things, right? All the things what we talked about are very easy for us to practice.
correct. Yes, very simple way. This is Anapanasati, one of the simplest way.
Yeah. And even the other things, right? How to manage with sleep, how to eat food, how to drink, all the things what he explained is so easy for us to practice. It is not very complicated, right? Cutting gossip. Do not talk about a third person who is not in front of you. Can we not practice that? Such simple thing and such
Correct.
common sense. There is that person is not here in front of you. Why do you want to talk about him?
Yes,
Right?
correct. Yes. Yeah, friends,
One.
this is a good opportunity for you to ask a question. Yes. Yeah, please go
Yeah, I
ahead,
have one
Ahalyaji.
continuation question.
Yes.
I'm Ahalya Madhukar. Continuation question is about this uh, uh, sleeping for 6 hours unconscious and 1 hour conscious sleep, which is meditation, right?
Mhm.
So Bhikshum Garu just said we all had a lot of questions about, oh, am I sleeping?
Yeah.
But one of my nephew, he snores immediately after sitting
Yeah.
to meditation.
Mhm.
And the way he snores, his cap falls off. Okay, so is that okay? Or is it,
It's okay, right? So, say suppose the pyramid cap you're talking about, right?
yes.
So say suppose after about 20-30 minutes, when
Mhm,
when he comes into consciousness, when he feels that there is no cap, by closed eyes, he can look for the cap and put it back. Or even when he opens, he can look it and put it
mhm,
back. Then he'll get into meditation immediately. If he gets up and goes away, then you are
mhm.
losing.
Okay.
You should continue meditation after that, because then he will
Mhm.
not go slow, because the body has got its rest,
Yes.
right? So
Okay.
that's where we need to tell our people, or that even for me, right? When
Uh-huh.
my body is tired, I immediately snore. When I get into meditation, I snore. But for immediate 5-10 minutes, it's gone. Now I'm into conscious and I'm enjoying my meditation. Conscious.
Okay. He was saying, "Oh, I'm snoring. I'm not meditating." He would get up and go sleep. So good.
Exactly.
I can convince him.
Do that. Yes.
Okay. That's nice. Other question, your topics and everything you made it so simple, which is definitely carried from Patriji.
Yeah.
And can you share one little food experience that you prepared or he prepared with you, just to feel that we are part of Patriji, even though we didn't see him in meeting?
Yeah. So I'm not a food cookie person. I have my wife who does that, but the way he does is every vegetable he takes it, he peels it. When he's peeling itself, you'll see that the love towards that vegetable and cutting of it, right? He cuts it in so perfect that every bit of it would be on the same size, same. There is no measurement,
Wow.
right? But when he's cutting it, he cuts it in so fast. Also, he does, but he does it so perfectly that all the bits would be of same size, same volume,
Wow.
and so big, right? When he does a potato or the bottle gourd, whatever, right? He cuts it so big that why he does it, I think, is when you eat it, you when you eat a big bit, right? It it captures the entire mouth, and you will be able to eat it for some time, that piece.
Okay.
And when you are doing that, you are consciously eating. When it is small bits, it is quick chewing and goes away, right? But when it is a bigger bit, it'll you take more time to chew that.
Okay.
So in one of the sessions, you were saying the maximum digestion of the food should happen here, not here, not at the belly.
Mm-hmm.
Maximum digestion should happen at the mouth.
Oh, yes. That's why they say chew
Yeah.
30 times. Yeah.
Exactly. So when you are consciously biting and chewing, the digestion happens there.
Yes. A lot of people just gobble and go now.
Yes.
So, okay, that's a nice tip.
Yeah. And these are all
Thank you.
energy amplifying technologies, right?
Mm-hmm.
How you amplify your energy. Though the food you are eating, you say the same food, if you are eating it in quick grab and go, probably you might get about 2% of energy.
Yes.
With this method, while consciously biting and chewing for a long time and you're aware of what you're eating, then the energy, instead of 2%, it becomes 20%.
Yes. True.
Right?
True.
So we are amplifying that.
Yeah. We will have a lot of things to share with you. We'll definitely need to keep connection with you.
Sure.
Thanks a lot. And everything was good. And your comparisons, your examples, they were awesome and easily understandable.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And one thing I want to add up. I prepare vegetarian food, when I invite my friends or meet up or anything. I prepare the all vegetarian food because since I became a vegetarian, obviously I offer them vegetarian food. So I prepare the food consciously. Here is a quote, consciously. I prepare the food and I offer the food to them. And they come and enjoy the food. They say, Biksham, the food is so delicious. What did you do? I said, no, I didn't do anything. I just prepared it. So after 2-3 days also, we feel great. What is the magic you do? So yesterday, 2 days ago, not the 2 days, like a Friday night,
Yeah.
I invited my friends. And one of the friends said to Biksham, I enjoyed a lot your food. After 2-3 days also, I felt so happy and so good.
Wow.
what do you do? I said, no, nothing. Just I prepare the food very consciously.
Yeah.
As he said, Srikant Garu, I cut also vegetables very consciously and prepare it and eat it.
Yeah.
I see that. So today I'm preparing the food very consciously. Let's see how it is going to be the taste.
Mhm.
After I prepare the food, I eat it. Oh, so delicious, so tasty. What did I do? Nothing.
Mhm.
It's really awesome.
Yeah.
I see that, as you said, like I was thinking, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm preparing it without thinking. Just sometimes I watch that our master's videos, experiences, Patriji's audio. I have audios in my phone. I just playing the audios, and by listening that Patriji's, audios or watching the videos,
Mhm.
and I prepare the food.
Yeah.
Wow, now I know that.
Right. That's why Patri sir, when he comes also, he cooks himself because he he what he says is when you cook food, you are also passing the energy, right? So that's why he wanted for anywhere senior pyramid master should be cooking.
Correct.
That's where the energy get passed up, right? So
Mm.
we should be very careful, like who is cooking and who is serving, who is eating, right? But if we do everything consciously, everything is perfect. That's what I think.
And the good thing is, after we discussed, and you do the meditation, right? I said, yes, I do the med. How long you do? I said, every day is more than 2 hours I do. And
Mm.
please teach me.
Mhm.
I want to practice also.
Yeah.
But only thing it is lacking me, I don't want to stop eating non-vegetarian. So he said, this Patriji first he said, whether you do the meditation or not, stop eating non-vegetarian, then you will see that.
Right.
But one thing had happened, this is what also just I want to mention. See, when I start practicing the meditation, I was suffering with the two major health issues.
Mm.
But I was having by born, I was a non-vegetarian.
Mhm.
So, but when I was practicing the meditation, I was eating non-veg, but once a week, something like that. But within a month, I cured medicines.
Mhm.
Then I proved it. Okay, it's helping me. That's practicing the meditation. I resolved my health issues.
Mhm.
So then I need to stop non-vegetarian. So immediately after a week,
Yeah.
within 1.5 months, I stopped eating non-vegetarian. I
Mhm.
became a vegetarian. But I told him, this is what our master says, but that's up to you.
Right.
But you can start doing the meditation. Then he took my cap, means one of my pyramid cap, Pikshan, I want to start this meditation. So I was so happy,
Right.
I see that.
Other way. So for
Yes.
some people, when you practice meditation, then dropping of non-veg comes automatically. If
Mm,
somebody has more willpower to stop non-vegetarian, that is the best thing to happen. But for some people, there will not be much willpower to stop it. But if they practice meditation, then they'll get more willpower for meditation rather than for eating. So the automatic droppage will come. So either way, it'll work.
correct. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, friends, please ask any questions. Sorry, I was taking so much time asking the question, but I will let other people also ask the question if they have. Yeah. Thank you, Srikant Garu. Yeah, please, masters, unmute yourself and ask the questions. He's a great master. You need to clear the dots if you have any.
Hello, this is Jyoti here. Hi, Srikant Garu.
Hello, Jyoti Garu. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for this session, Nandi. This gives me a clarity, especially my takeaway here is every time, I've been meditating since 2 years and my family, many a times like my husband or like kids, sometimes they say, "You are a meditator. You should not be angry." And many a times I'm judged by my emotions. So, I mean, the clarity that you gave me is what like I felt too. I resonate with it. So, yeah, you could express your emotions,
Right.
but you should not carry it.
Yeah.
So I resonate with that, and thank you for the clarity. And I did see your interview with your wife as well yesterday before I could know you, or like I could ask something. Yeah, you have very great experiences with Patriji visiting you guys, and you guys visiting Nina Brown or like any another author also.
Wow.
And it was very interesting. I mean, I miss that. I wish I was a meditator since then. I mean, I did meet past Patriji or like got messages from him astrally, but then physically, when you are with him, the energy, it must have been very great.
Yeah. Of course,
Yeah.
that is where the beauty is, right? Earlier, when he was with the physical body, we used to find time when he's available or when he's coming to us, like that. Now, if you close your eyes, he's there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, now people like us who got into this connectivity only after, or like just before Patriji has left us physically. I definitely feel that wish I was there at that point of time. Somewhere, even though you are energetically connected to him, the physical aspect is still, yeah, it's a miss from our end. That's what I feel. So, yeah, thank you for sharing such great knowledge with us, Srikanji. And we look forward to one or two other sessions with you where you could share your like like you talked about pyramids, I think, where you were part of a conference or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably we just want to get more insights and knowledge into such experiences.
Yeah. So
Vegetarianism also, I think you shared about
experiences with Patriji when he travels here. So yeah, we could share that also. Yeah.
not only experiences, but the organizations you met and what exactly is the knowledge that you got from there. And then probably, I mean, for people like us who wants to build a pyramid here locally or in your house or like extend it, your knowledge would be of great help to us.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you so much, Srikanth, once again.
Yeah, thank you, Jyoti Garu, and other people. Yeah, so now you can spend your time. I mean, sorry, you don't have to save your energies by not asking the question. Please go ahead and ask the question. It is a valuable time, and it is good chance to ask. We have a few more minutes.
As usual, we need this presentation, and I felt this presentation should reach everyone in this world. It's a great presentation for youngsters and all the people who are using smartphones or addicted to TV or any social media. This is a great topic. I think Bhisham Garu, can you collect that presentation and also the record? I really need this recording too.
Yeah, sure. I will share it.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. I will request Srikanth Garu, and
Yeah.
once he send it, I will share it to you guys. Yeah, Srikanth Garu, I will send you my email address.
Yeah, sure.
Please share it to me.
Yeah.
I will share it to my group.
Okay. Yeah.
And one more, okay, sorry, go ahead, Srikanth.
No, yeah, I was talking. If there are no questions, we'll do about 5-10 minutes meditation, or
Yeah, sure, definitely we can do that. Yes. And yes, yeah, please ask question. This is the last chance to ask question, please.
by the way, you can
Yeah.
also reach out to me,
Okay.
contact. So you can reach out to me if you have any questions and further also. And if I'm not able to answer, I can point out to the right people who can guide and who can help in any situation.
Yeah, looks like no one is interested. No one has any questions. And they understood perfectly. And I think I think that some of the people are like they want to do the research themselves and uh, get the answers. That's
Sure.
also a good idea. Yes. And yeah, thank you, Srikant garu. Yeah, let's start our
Probably
meditation. With
about
yes,
5
yes,
minutes, then we'll
yes,
close.
yes, sure.
So, friends, let's sit in a comfortable posture. Let's close our eyes, clasp your fingers, cross your legs, my dear friends. Sukhasana, comfortable seating, my dear friends. And also lean your back, actually. Just do not lean your head. So this will form a lock to the body. Now, just have to observe the inflow and the outflow of the breath, my dear friends. Which is very soft, tender, tranquil breath, my dear friends. There are about 3 laws, my dear friends. The first law says when you are with your breath, mind becomes empty. The second law says when the mind is empty, there is a lot of cosmic energy which flows into your body. And the third law says when you are filled with cosmic energy, you have this third eye or sixth sense which gets activated. This is nothing other than common sense, my dear friends, which we are lacking in today's world. Just be with your breath. No thoughts whatsoever, my dear friends. Just 2 more minutes, my dear friends. Be with your breath. Let's not miss any breath, my dear friends. Let's watch out every breath which is going in. Final 30 seconds, my dear friends. Just you and your breath. Okay, my dear friends. Slowly place both your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You can now slowly take off your hands and open your eyes with a big smile. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you all for a wonderful meditation. And thank you, sir. Thank you for providing an opportunity. Wish you all a happy Shankranti again.
Thank you. Thank you, Srikanth garu. Thank you so much. And friends, please give him a big claps to Srikanth garu. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Srikanth garu. Really appreciate your time. And we get a lot of, new things, a beat concept.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now we know what is the beat concept.
Easy to
Thank you.
remember, to
Easy to remember. That's right.
Remember, easy to practice.
practice. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Great.
Thank you. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Srikanth. And thank you, Bhiksham
Have
garu,
a
for
wonderful day.
organizing this.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Happy Sankranti to all.
everyone. Yes, thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day and happy Sankranti, everyone. See you tomorrow.
See you.
Thank you, Srikanth. Yeah.